And welcome to episode number Diaz.
The Ace.
Spanish for 10.
Spanish for 10. That is right. I love that the intro has turned into that.
Yeah, we're just trying to educate the people.
Yeah.
One episode at a time, baby. By the time we're at like 100, 50, y'all will be good at Spanish.
I think it would be good to pivot from just Spanish so we don't seem like, what if I just come in here one day with a nice North Korean 14, you know?
Yep. Yol.
Yeah, whatever it is.
That's 10.
Is it? I was just going to try to throw some silverware down the
Yol
stairs and figure it out, you know?
Yol net. That is 14. So there you go. Stay tuned.
I can count to 10 in German.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's very angry.
Sounds racist.
No.
Just against my people.
No. We're not talking too deep. I do have a very square jaw and blue eyes.
And light hair.
I'm what he wanted, you know?
But not what he needed.
Exactly. Too many tattoos.
He needed a hug.
Yeah.
And probably get his ass beat a little more as a kid. Anyways, today with us is Indiana's strongest man, Spencer the Goblin. I don't know your last fucking name.
Edging.
I knew that.
Up,
Edging.
everyone?
He introduced us to him by saying, yes, I'm not kidding. It's edging. And I was like, okay, well, I like this guy already.
It's part of my whole life.
Yeah. You just been giving shit your whole life?
Yeah.
About edging?
So
Well, it
Span.
was Cole. I was called Coleslaw for a while, and then I grew up. I'm like, no one's going to make fun of my name anymore. And then I learned what edging was. I'm like, no, I'm in for it the rest of my life.
Is your middle name Colt? What?
Cole, yeah.
Okay.
So your last name's always been edging.
Always.
Makes sense.
Then how
He's not a
How
married
did
woman.
coleslaw start?
Cole is my middle name.
Did you go by Cole?
No, kids just found out it was Cole. And then as like third graders are like, ha, Coleslaw.
Okay.
It's like,
I love when you in elementary when you start finding out your friends' middle names, you start giving them shit.
Yeah.
It's just that's like the thing you start doing.
And
That is
Cole's
true.
not even like one that's worthy of giving. Like I had
Nope.
one of my best friends growing up was Matt Hecker, and his middle name is Eugene. Like that's one that'll fuck you,
You're just
right?
like, what did you say?
Your name is what? Yeah, it's Eugene. Jesus
Kids
Christ!
don't know
I can't even think of something like coleslaw for that. It's just bad on its own, right?
yeah. But kids don't think of like, hey, that's a weird name. They're just like, that's a food I don't like. I don't like you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
makes sense.
You got to break it down to the kid way.
Yeah.
Dude, he owns like 3 Jets Pizzas now.
Oh, that's your guy.
Yeah,
That's the guy.
that's my home-
You've told
that's
me
my homie
many
up in
stories
Michigan.
about that.
I love that guy.
You've told me many stories about that
He
guy.
needs to come visit. Matt, you need to come fucking visit.
Shout outs to Eugene.
Yeah. Let's go, Eugene. Fuck
Oh my-
Eugene, Oregon, though.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Nike.
place. Yeah.
Assholes.
No, I remember always going to a Jets Pizza or the Cookout after drinking way too much when I was stationed at Fort Campbell. Jets Pizza always smacked, dude. They got some good pizza.
Dude, the square slices are where
Yeah,
it's at.
it's-
That's
and
how
they're
Little
thick,
Caesars used to be too. It used
And
to
they're
be
just cheesy and
it's that
greasy.
Detroit style.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what they
good
call
as
it.
Fuck.
So one of my go-tos for meeting everyone, and just let's learn about our hosts a little more. You have a 3-topping pizza. What's your 3-topping pizza?
This is actually a great question.
This
We
is
need to add this to our guest questions.
Pepperoni for sure, no doubt.
Wait. Is it 3 like a one like 3
toppings.
different kind of pizzas, or is
No,
it
no,
like
it's one
3 all
pizza.
together? One pizza, 3 top.
toppings.
Okay, because that changes it, right?
I'm a bit. It's gonna be a meat lovers for me because I'm just a meat lover.
What's
dude.
your 3 beef?
Pepperoni,
Yeah,
sausage, bacon.
He really likes sausage.
Yeah, pepperoni, sausage, bacon for sure.
Okay.
I just love the meats.
Okay.
What you got, Dan?
Pepperoni,
Pepperoni.
green pepper.
Okay.
Stay with me.
With you?
Pineapple.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Gone.
I knew you were gonna say pineapple.
It's so
'Cause
fucking
you're always
good.
the controversial
You just
guy.
gotta- you
No,
just
it's
gotta have
because
it.
like you gotta have a little sweet with your salty, man.
See, all of a
I
sudden
gotta have the complete.
he starts doing
taste
kettlebell
vibe.
flow and he likes
Yeah.
pineapple all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He pulls sumo. He's flexible.
Hey, I just pulled sumo to prove to y'all that it's cheating and it's easy because
Dude.
I just ripped it out of nowhere, cold as fuck for
That's-
5.
That's where we can agree.
Yeah,
Sumo seems
it's not cheating because it's legal, but it's fucking lame.
it's an easier lift.
It's an easier lift. Oh no, it's so much
That's
more
why it's
technical.
not allowed in strongman.
It's so much. Except it is on everything that's not a deadlift.
Split
Every
turn.
sandbag pick,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
every stone load,
well, that's just because my
Kinda.
dick's too big.
every
I have to be wide
like
to get
literally
up.
everything is a Ed Cohen modified sumo. Ukrainian deadlift. That is legitimately
Oh, yeah,
a sumo deadlift.
That's a fun lift too. What were your events this weekend,
Five
Spencer?
Whoa. Back the hell up.
Backing up.
What are your 3 toppings?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
3-topping pizza. Let's go banana pepper, bacon, pepperoni.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know.
You're good.
How does this thing work? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Long
just,
time listener, first time caller.
it's always up in my face, and
Yeah.
I'm super loud in general. So like,
I'm just.
I like to
little
make
whisper.
it that you guys are too quiet, not that I'm too loud.
Yeah, I do. Like whenever I listen, like to what we have, and then even Emma's feedback, she's like, "Yeah, Dan has the." Because like you even hear it on most podcasts that have multiple people. Like I think of Drinking Bros, and like they have 2 dudes on there that one of them's voice just punches,
Projects, yeah.
and the other one's just like mellow and chill. Fuck, Massonomics is the same way. Like,
Yep.
it's kind of cool. Listening to us, and then now we have this dude here to ruin it all. But
Yeah, let's
I'm
go,
just kidding.
baby.
That's all right.
All
It's,
right.
did you guys ever listen to the Powercast before it sucked? Mark Bell's podcast
Oh
before
yeah,
it.
Power Project.
Like, yeah. Was it Power? No, I think Power Project is what it is now, but originally it was like the Powercast.
Okay.
And that was when Jim McD was on there before all that whole whatever falling out happened. And they'd have guests on all the time, and it would always be like the guest, not used to being on a podcast, would have the mic a little further away because it's weird to have a thing that close to your face. And he would be like, "No, just put it in your mouth like a dick. Just put it right next to your mouth like you would any other dick." and it was like every episode he would say that, and every time I laughed my ass off
Classic.
because I'm a child.
Now they're getting a little frou-frou. But
Yeah, I feel like that's the natural progression, right? Like they're power lifters and strength athletes, then you do jujitsu, and then you become like a guru.
well, I did it. I like feel like I did it in reverse then, because I did all the humbling martial arts shit early in my life. And now I'm into this strength stuff
Same.
where I can kind of like just be able to maybe push jerk blocks over if I miss a lift or something. I don't
That
fucking
was
know.
pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, I've never.
Ruin a few people's day.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on, before we get into serious things
Yeah.
that our actual title topic here is covering, I'll have to think of a title topic, but we haven't hit it yet, I guarantee.
It always comes to us after.
Yeah, we'll figure it out after we analyze how the episode went. If you had Spencer,
Yes.
question for Spencer,
That's
the
me.
Goblin. We already know you're a tire in this situation, but if you were going to rob a bank,
Mm-hmm.
you get to bring 3 people with you.
Okay.
Who do you pick and why? And we all know you're just going to put the Goblin mask on when you rob the place, which is actually kind of dumb because then everyone knows it's you, but like also
No one-
branding, right?
Exactly. You got to get your name out there somehow.
Yeah.
So I'm the loose cannon. We need some kind of mechanic. We're bringing. The problem is I don't hang out with anyone but people at the gym, so this is going to be perfect for the podcast.
Yeah, I feel like it'll make me really happy because I feel like I got a chance of being in on this.
It's too sweet. We've got to. All right. Let's break it down. We need someone that's smart. We need I'm bringing Robin. Robin's going to have some tool.
She's a
some way to
safecracker
get
for sure.
Into the safe and get the mechanics of the situation taken care of.
Love it.
I mean, it's
Dude,
really
don't look
hard to sit here.
You're looking at us like, ooh, I don't want to bring them, but I feel like
It's
I
the problem.
should.
You don't have to bring me.
It's
you-
the 2 strongest
you pick-
motherfuckers I know.
You
The size, the intimidation, the power.
we're surrounding you right now.
Yeah.
Well, that means one of the 3 of us are driving. Who's that going to be?
I'm a slow driver. You can
Robin's
and I don't know where I'm
pulling
going.
double duty.
Okay.
She's got the diesel out back ready to fucking rip.
I bet she can.
She is a professional she is a world
drag races.
she is a
Bringing
world
Robin's
champ
the smartest thing I've ever
world
done.
champion drag racer, not like drag, but like with cars.
Yes.
World champion.
I did see a drag queen today.
Did you?
Dude, just chilling in a Dodge Neon at a red light. Green Dodge Neon, had green hair that matched. It was fucking unreal because it's 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
Attaboy.
I was
Hey,
like,
you were like, what? Go ahead, finish
I
your
just,
statement.
I was like, holy shit, that's it.
Yeah.
That was the end. We're good.
Do you think carpet matches the drapes?
Uh,
Ooh, you're picturing it right now.
I don't know.
Don't
They
picture
seemed,
it.
they seemed older, so maybe it's like just
Okay.
white down
Okay.
there.
Okay.
But yeah, it was wild. Emma's like, Emma did like a triple take. She was driving. I told her not to wreck, and like,
I'm bringing Robin. I'm bringing the drag queen that Tyler saw this
Distraction.
morning.
You need a decoy.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry, B. I don't think you're making the team. You're too good. You will call the cops on us.
he is a
He
cop.
is a cop.
As we're robbing.
He
the
looks
bank.
like a cop, but he'll commit crimes like Ben Bars and not tell anyone.
Explain.
So we have a essentially one of a kind bar from Rogue.
Very one of a kind now.
It is a 38 millimeter, knurled the fuck out of it. It's if you go on Rogue
bend bars.
If you go on, ooh,
I heard
he might be useful then if he can bend bars.
No. I heard something different. Now I'm okay. Keep
okay.
going with this story. Though.
Okay,
It needs to be said.
Yeah. So if you go on Rogue's website, look up the CB4, I believe is what it is, and it is a 38 millimeter squat bar that's like a buffalo bar, like it's bent, it's arched, it's a bison bar, whatever. There's a bunch of names for it, but it is just a heavy duty thick boy. And when Rogue made their first run of these bars, they made them like a 1/4 inch too long or something. So they couldn't run it through the machine to bend it. So they had like a stack of like 50 of these that they couldn't use. And they had them in their garage sale for like $150 a pop. And I was like, shit, it's like a 60-pound, just cool bar.
Almost axle.
Yeah, it's
Very
like
close.
It's like 9 foot long. Like it's pretty fucking cool. And I guess he was front squatting with it.
Yeah, 405 front squat.
And was dropping it or banging it or something,
No,
and it got bent.
He nailed about 2 out and just went to his third and immediately dumped forward.
Gotcha. So it slipped off. So it's not like he was being a dick. It's just like the bar fell off and he lost it. And
I definitely don't think it was on purpose.
Okay, I don't hate him now. For a second there, I was like, this motherfucker broke my bar, and then he left. I'm gonna kill him.
He did run because I told him Dan's coming though.
I fucking will. No, that's excusable. If our shit gets bent because like, you know, you had to be able to save yourself, it is what it is. I just wish it was like literally any other bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like a $70 axle.
Who front squats with an axle to start with?
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Yeah. You can't do that. Be that hard on yourself. No.
But he's a cop, so he cannot come to the bank house.
I think the most challenging front squats are with a SSB. You ever done that?
Never.
Wrap it around the other way.
I've seen.
Yep.
Man, that's just tough.
I program that for my clients a lot.
It helps with position for.
Well, it's
a lot.
more. So you know when you front squat with the arms crossed,
Right.
it gets a little unstable, right? You dip forward pretty easily and then you lose it a lot easier than if you do a normal front squat. But it's more comfortable than normal front squat. Normal front squat requires a lot more wrist flexibility. In the safety bar, you don't have either of those things. It's more stable because it sits wider and you can hug it in a little more. You don't have to cross your arms,
And
right?
it lays over your back.
It lays over your back, so it's a little more stable, and you don't need the wrist flexibility. So it's like everything a front squat could give you in the front rack position without the learning curve of building the mobility to do it without pain.
There was a really cool drill I saw with an SSB also. So imagine you're in that front squat position, but you just flip the bar 180 degrees.
Okay.
So now the handles are facing away from you.
Okay.
And you can get your arms under the bar and reach and grab those handles. And like it just puts you in a super extended log
Front
clean
rack.
position
Oh.
to help with cueing for that. And I saw that. I told Spencer about it and he thought it was gay. But
It popped up on my feed later.
did it?
It made sense.
Looking at it, it's like, huh. And I've yet to even try it, but
It's kind of like zombie front squatting almost.
but it like really forces your elbows to like
reach.
your shoulders to protract and like
okay.
reach out for that handle.
So you're extended a lot further.
And then you just practice your dip in that position with your lats flared, elbows forward, and all that kind of shit. So it's like
I could see how that transfers
super overextended log clean.
very directly to the beginning push press part of a log.
Right. Someone like Xavier this morning, he was struggling getting his head up and like that thoracic extension.
Who's Xavier?
The other redhead, Maverick's buddy, cousin.
Yeah, you know they're black now, right?
I know, dude. I was just telling him that. I was like, "Hey, Maverick, have you heard?" And he's like, he just started shaking his head, yes, right away.
You know
I
what?
was like,
you know what that means?
huh?
I'm mixed.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
My dad has a little red in his beard, so I got a percentage. We're good.
Mixed, and Jewish. Y'all can't fucking touch me.
Oh, Jesus.
Protected by everything.
Yeah.
You just need to
Bottom.
tell, you don't have to actually be gay, but just tell people you are, and then we got 2.5 weeks, and your whole month is made.
I'm like a method actor. I gotta go all in.
If you're not
Anyway,
in the
so
movie,
hold
I
on.
think that means you're
Hold
not
on.
gay.
Shit.
Hold on. I love how off track we are because it's awesome. But
Yeah.
Spencer
Yeah. How many people
is bringing
are
Robin.
gay? Okay.
That's
How
as
many
far as
people
we've
do I
gotten.
get?
Huh? You get 2 more.
2 more.
It's you two.
But why?
Think so?
All right, yeah, because number one, just like intimidation, aggression. I've got Dan. Dan is a scary man. Like Dan's elbows scare the crap out of me.
Good.
So like he could be some muscle. He's good with guns. He's just brings guns into the gym sometime. And
He was a pro fighter.
He's a pro. Like Dan is perfect for this. And then Mr.
Shit.
Military over
I'm
here,
blushing
like-
over here. Really, we're the goons, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, no,
We've created what we needed to
I
create.
always
Yeah.
treat Tyler as, and when I made that corny little reel last year, I called him the architect because
Yep,
he could
yep.
make a plan, he could get us in order, he could make, like with the gym, every time we've got to rearrange stuff, he's just got to like stress himself out to the
He's
game.
the-
me and
he's the
Dan had a moment.
visionary.
Yeah,
and
me
I
and Dan
know
had
he
that
will
moment.
stress himself out and get us the best plan.
We did have that moment.
But hold on. I was talking about that moment with Emma, and I was like, here's how I know Dan and I work well together. Because I came at him overthinking and anxious and freaking out. And without having to say anything, he just asked me a couple questions. Like when I was explaining to you, you're like, I think I'm just misunderstanding what you're saying. Like, and then you like explain a little bit. And then in that moment, I literally went, you're right. I'm kind of fucking freaking out, a little overthinking right now. And then you gave me a couple, like, we could spreadsheet it out. We can go over there and tape it out. Like, we can do these things. And then I was just like, no, he's right. We can literally get the people together we need to, get it all moved over there in a couple hours. And then it'll turn itself into what it needs to turn itself into.
Well, and honestly, with it looking like it's going to push back maybe a week or so, that's going to be better for us anyway.
It's a breath of fresh air. So it's
Yeah.
like, but no, it's just like, that's why I think we work well together. And like when Erin was cupping me the other day, she was even mentioning that, like, she's like, it's surprising that you and Dan haven't known each other longer.
Right.
And I was like, because you and I met literally maybe 6-8 months before we opened this place.
Right. And even then, it's like we kind of knew of each. It was more acquaintance than like homies, which honestly, for opening a business, I think is, I've opened businesses with friends before, and it gets harder to kind of, like when business needs done, it's harder to like switch gears. Whereas we started more or less as business partners and then kind of like
Got
built
to
the
know each other.
relationship, right? Because we recognized we had different strengths, so it made sense to get together and do this, and then we kind of built it from there.
Fuck yeah.
And that's crazy lore to me because all I've known you two from is the gym. And since I came in, you were always together. So I thought like you two have known each other forever and competed against each other. So
Yeah.
And with me being gay right now, I just had the hots for him. So
Hell yeah.
so Spencer, what are you doing in this caper?
what am I doing? I'm just the loose cannon. I'm here to ruin the plan. You guys got to think on your feet.
So Robin has to be the safe cracker and the getaway driver.
Perfect.
I'm just there to like hit someone with an elbow if I need
Please
to.
do.
Tyler is there to
Make the plan. Get the.
okay, so he's the mastermind, and you're just like the crazy fucker shooting the automatic weapon in the air,
Yes, sir.
drawing attention to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Man, we're all going to jail
No,
except Robin.
if I'm
probably.
creating the plan,
I'm ruining.
I'm gonna dress. Spencer's gonna be butt ass naked in
Oh,
a goblin mask,
decoy.
just running laps around this bank.
Let's go.
You and I are just gonna calmly, coolly rob the fuck out of it,
I like
while
it.
Robin does whatever she needs. You know,
All the
I don't have to
complicated
give
shit.
Robin a plan.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
If-
She'll make the plan.
Yeah, she's
She'll execute.
got the mind, dude.
Really,
Somehow,
like-
I've played a bank robbery where I'm not even in the bank. This is great.
Which is
Perfect.
actually
No,
really
like,
good
you're
for
in-
you.
You have to be in the bank running laps in it.
Oh,
So, like-
around the bank, so
the bank.
everyone's like, "What the fuck is this naked person doing?"
But whereas if we all get caught, Robin and me and Tyler go to jail for like 20 years, you're in for like 6 months, then you're on probation, just on a list for the rest of your life for showing your dick to kids.
I'm on plenty of lists as is, so we're good.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
And then we get out,
Not
and then
those
we rock the wood
Not
chipper.
those lists.
Oh shit.
Well, that was a good
Goddamn.
episode. Later, guys.
Fuck it.
Anyways, so Spencer,
Why are we here?
Yes, sir.
why are we here?
I think it's because I won a little contest yesterday. Indiana's Strongest Man, 105 kilogram. Had a great time. It was my first real open show.
What'd you do?
I thought it was gonna be the claps.
What did we
Hold
get?
Hold on.
Clap for me.
Okay.
The crowd goes
Spencer
crazy.
won.
Yeah. Purple. We have to remember.
Sorry, I have the only headset, so you guys didn't hear anything that happened.
We're all looking at Day like, did you do it? Did you do it?
That
Did
one
you
was
do
right.
it? Had 5 events. We did an axle. Well, that's a whole story we'll get to, but I did axle deadlift for reps. I did axle clean and press away for reps. I did a yoke run, farmer's hold, and a stone series.
Nice.
Won 3 events.
I think
Learned a lot.
what you had second in the deadlift and then third in stones, right? and then you won everything in
2
the middle.
seconds from third to first in stones, and it's just
That's how
because
it is.
I'm an idiot and don't know how to one motion yet. Like, I could have one motion the first 3 stones, but that's my favorite part of contests right now. I'm still a baby. I'm like a year into this sport, so
Still learning.
yeah, still learning. I'm getting stronger, but there's so much. I'm like, if I just knew how to one motion, I could have one motion 3 stones and made up that time.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
now I know that.
I feel like right now, you're if you had a weak link, it's not the strength, right? Like pretty much any show you go to, you're like, yeah, I'm
Deadlift.
good. I mean, even then, it's not like it's bad, but it's like the competition IQ piece,
Yeah,
right?
and that's my favorite.
And that comes just with doing shows.
100%.
I think that's where composure comes in, like when I'm thinking about it, because yeah, that'll rattle some people, and then but if you've experienced enough competition moments, and then something that you weren't prepared for comes, you've had moments before where you've had something happen that you weren't prepared for.
100%.
So your
Right.
muscle to be prepared for the unknown is stronger, you know?
Yeah. And I always like describe myself as having like a monkey mentality. And I think that helps me so much with, there's these engineer brains, like I'll keep talking about him because he's my training partner. B has to know everything, has to know the diameter of the bar, where's it going to be, how the plates are going to set. And I'm just kind of like, whatever you put in front of me, I'm just going to do it as good as I can. And I think that really helped me yesterday because the show was, a little chaotic throughout the whole thing, from rules changing to event order changing to a whole show system that was fast but was not told to anyone beforehand. So I think that my monkey brain really kicked in where it's
You were
just
like, oh well, you just
who
have to
cares?
execute anyway.
We're all gonna do it.
Yeah.
You were pretty radio silent on Group Me and stuff, which is obviously
Oh,
Duh.
comp day, my phone
But,
is in my bag.
yeah.
I'm not even touching.
So B was giving us updates, and I was just like, after he said they like changed the events or whatever, and then all I said was, and you probably saw, I was like, just keep him in his head, like
Yeah.
keep his head clear, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And which it sounds like you did. I mean,
B
if you
helped
let
me.
Monkey Brain take over, that's where like
That's where you
seriously.
succeed.
Yeah, literally. But so how did what was how'd the clean?
So the clean, the star of this story. So the weird thing, so everyone out there understands, I've been practicing a belt clean and press and everything. That's like something I haven't done a lot. So I was getting good at it. Then 2 weeks before the show, they finally post the rules. Boom. No belt clean, right in the rules. So my mind's in a blender because I could
Technique's
press
very
anything
different.
I could get up, hold new technique, falling off my belly because at 231 I just don't have a belly to sit it on.
Right.
Show up, rules meeting, we don't care, you can belt clean, everything's fine. I just stare at B. Like, my mind's been in a blender. I've been failing lifts for 2 weeks for no reason.
Yep.
Right. Like it's a breath of fresh air. It's like a stress relief, but at the same
But
time,
you're also
it's
like, God damn it!
I just spent 2
wasted-
weeks freaking the fuck out. Like,
Yeah. I was in the mode where I wanted to drop kick some blocks over and
yeah.
did not care. But yeah, so it went perfectly day of.
I love that we keep referencing that.
Threw it on my belt and tossed it straight to the shoulders. And I am a presser. That's where I'm happy.
Hell yeah.
Threw it up a bunch. Everyone else there, I would say pressing was their worst event. So easy W on that event.
So it
and
looked
so
like
that was supposed to be the first event,
Yeah, on Iron Podium was the first event, but they had 4 lanes,
but they made you.
2 rain deadlifts, 2 rain axle, and we rain deadlifts first, and then you switched and did the
gotcha.
other one.
Which makes the
Show
Jim
ring.
Beebe used to run shows
Yeah,
like this
but
too. All 5 events set
Put
up
that out
and,
beforehand.
and your weight class is like you're always competing with your weight class. So the event order was different for each class, but it was the same for your class
Yeah.
the whole day.
So
So
in Jim's rules, he would state that's how he was doing it. So, and that's how you should do it.
yep.
So,
Or
hey, ma'am, do your job.
so like on one side, yes, but also I remember
strongman.
it's strongman,
Yep.
and I mean if you go even further back, do you remember the original CrossFit Games?
No.
No.
So they had what are like the cooker things where you like rotate, not like a spigot, but it's like a can,
Like a rotisserie?
like it's like a big cylinder, and you rotate it, and it cooks shit.
Is it primarily for meat?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know the name.
Or like you've seen people draw the lottery, right? You crank
Oh,
it,
yeah.
the things mix up. So basically what they did is they had one of those meat cookers, and they had exercise movements in there.
Let's go.
And the first CrossFit Games, they spun it, and they're like, hey, this first thing is going to be 21-15-9 of 3 movements. Thrusters. Sled drag. Pull up. Like, and that's how they did all the events in the CrossFit Games the first time.
That sounds like fun.
Right? I would love to do that
hey,
with strong. Who came
be ready.
Who came generally good at fucking everything. And a big part of strongman is in every strongman show you sign up for, there's always an asterisk that says, you know, weights and events can change day of without notice. And if you're coming from a more traditional strength sport like powerlifting or weightlifting, and you're used to everything being the same and very specific, it can fuck with you. But I mean, like you said, man, this is strongman. Like, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do you think that there is a line for that? So like once you get into like the higher levels of competitions, like you better not be fucking changing shit like that, because it's like we're talking weights are higher, we're talking preps a little different, we're talking
much bigger chance of injury, right?
Yeah. So
if you are weak as fuck, it almost doesn't matter what happens. You're probably not going to get hurt because you're not going heavy enough for your tendons to blow off.
Which
your
is
body,
why high schoolers
right?
can go so goddamn hard.
I know, right?
I love seeing it.
So fucking weak. But yeah, I think there's got to be a happy medium, right? Like, so you talked about B and how he prepares for competitions, how he's very, and a lot of the Purdue powerlifters like that. It's that very engineer brain, right?
Exactly.
And that's good, because then when everything is according to plan, you are dialed the fuck in. You are on your shit, but you need to have enough general preparedness that if something changes, you're not fucked. Like, I remember doing a strongman show where the last event was supposed to be a truck pull, and it started storming, and we ended up not doing the truck pull. And the dude that I was trying to beat had pulled his calf, so I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to beat this asshole. And we ended up tying because we did some other shit instead, and I was like, God damn. But, like, that's the sport, right? Like, they're going to change it depending on what's going on, so.
True. Absolutely.
But, yeah, like you said, there's a balance. And like you said, Spencer, you know, once you go, if you get in that monkey brain where you're just like, it doesn't matter, you got to go anyway, then it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, what am I going to cry? Just pick up the weight. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's move.
But when I prep for a show, I'm also much more a generalist than a specificist guy too, even at, like, not that I'm a crazy high level, but I'm a pretty high level amateur, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I still train very generally all around, and then a couple weeks out I'll touch the events. So I don't know. I'm definitely more of a be prepared for everything and don't whine like a little baby.
Yeah. Actually, Home Gym Con had a mystery event for the longest time, and I hate that he announced it, because I was thinking it was going to be kind of like you were saying with
what did it end up turning into?
I think it was the Hercules.
Oh,
okay.
But yeah, and I think you told me, did you do a show one time that was all mystery events?
There was one in West Virginia that Paul Mauser put on every year.
And it was
in like January. He doesn't do it anymore. And it's outside. It's in the mountains. And I remember one year it was snowing, and we were farmers carrying up a hill while dragging a canoe.
Fuck yes.
Who's carrying the boat?
That's my shit, dude.
Bro.
I'm like, sign me up for that shit goddamn day, and we're gonna do it here.
You just made, dude, if you could see my brain.
I saw your
just
face.
Made me fucking.
I saw your face. But it's like, Happy New Year, motherfuckers. It's snowing in the mountains. Carry this.
Let's
go.
Yeah,
pull this too. And yeah, motherfucker, we're going uphill. Have fun.
Yeah.
And all the years he did that, he never had a single injury. And think about that, right? Are you going to overtrain not knowing the specific events you're going to do? No, you're going to train generally.
Do a little bit of everything.
And not hammer yourself to the death to where you're going to blow your bicep because you've been doing heavy stones for 10 weeks straight, right?
Exactly.
So I feel like, I don't know. I think that's the way to fucking do it, honestly.
No,
but I'm
exactly
also
what
like,
you just said. That's, I think, what has saved me. You know, I always say, like, I've been very healthy. You know, I've never had crazy things happen to me. And it's, I think, like you were saying, just due to the way training has gone for me, and like, cause like with my squirrel brain and fucking ADHD shit, I am constantly like just wanting to try new things. I'll read a book and I'm like, oh, I got to train like that. Let me go train like that for a little bit. I'll read another book. Oh, let me go do that. And I think with
as long as it's like a full cycle, that's
right, like
fine,
4 to 6 weeks, I'm trying stuff. And that was the whole time I was at Benning. Like those 2.5 years, I was running 6-8 week blocks of just different shit nonstop, doing French contrast
method. God,
training.
I love that.
We were doing triphasic.
I love that
with me and Rick Donnett, and then we
Charlie
were doing
Francis, baby.
What's that 10x10 German volume?
Yeah, fuck that.
GVT. I did that with Matt Bjornsson for upper body only, and dude,
Ooh, you got jacked.
my fucking chest. That's where like I have like the craziest lat stretch marks because that was like that period where it was just like nonstop pen lay rows and nonstop fucking incline press.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, but I think doing all that stuff and not sticking to one thing so goddamn like.
And I think it's a little different too once you're, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, like Spencer, you're like a year into the sport.
Yep.
So specificity matters.
Hugely.
Right? Because you have skill acquisition to catch up on,
Yep.
right? Whereas like you've been competing, Tyler, you've been competing for what, like 7 years or something?
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, I started competing in strongman in 2012. So like we've seen every event there is. We've competed probably in every like event there is. So like there's not a whole lot of like new technical things we're going to learn. So just staying healthy and getting generally stronger and more badass is the game. And I feel like that's true for everybody once you get about 3 years in.
Yeah. This year's is going to be the year where I get to touch a lot of things I've not touched. Like I'll get to hit Fingal's fingers at PSL. I'll get to do a Hercules hold and a Conan's at home Gym Con.
You've never done a Conan's?
No.
Really?
No. The closest I got was a 500 yoke Zurcher carry at Alabama Strongest Man.
Yeah, that's
and
heavy.
that sucked.
Yeah.
Ass.
Conan's wheel is much friendlier.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling all my clients. I don't know if it is. That's just what I've been telling them.
Dan says that, but all the videos I've seen of him doing it, he passes out. So
I've also never lost.
You go till the fucking wheels fall off.
You said it's friendlier. I don't know.
It's 60. Well, you can go heavier
Your
on
friends
it. Well,
suck.
yeah, yeah, they do. Sitting next to two of them assholes right now. Anyway, so back to the competition. So I was looking at the scoring, and in the end, you only had a 1 point spread between you and the second place guy.
Yeah.
So, and you got third on
Stones.
So
By 2
did
seconds.
he?
He got first on stones. I got third. So I lost.
So
2
did
he
points
beat
there.
you in deadlift?
Yeah, he's the guy that got 22.
And
Someone
then he
got
got second.
He got
how'd you end up
third,
winning?
second.
Okay, I was like, someone got in
yes.
between you guys on something.
No, there's this other kid, Connor, who was just a speed demon with a yoke. He was
Okay.
tall and skinny, and that dude flew with it.
So he got like second, and you got what did you get on yoke?
I got second. He got first. The
Okay,
tall, skinny kid.
and then the
Not
other guy
fucking
got
second.
third,
Yeah.
and that's what made up
Maybe
the point
in fourth.
difference. Gotcha.
He was really slow.
Okay, I was gonna say you guys would have had to have not you then him, but you then someone else then him. Otherwise,
We
you guys would have
totally
been tied at the
flip-flopped
end.
Pressing and
Right.
deadlifts.
Then did they have any mentions of a tiebreaker?
They didn't. No one tied, so we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But they probably would have just made it up on the
I
fly.
would have crushed him in whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're monkey mode.
Except
Like you're
deadlifting. That kid was a freak deadlifter.
well, but they already tested that, so they would have
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
something else.
You're saying kid, were you
Oh no, he was 32.
what were the other guys? Young cats? Okay.
Yeah, both younger guys. One has been doing it for a while. Was out there in Huntington. Like I saw his Instagram. He's been doing Indiana's Strongest for like 3 years. The fourth guy was kind of that newer guy that seemed really into the sport. He had like an OSG shirt, but he obviously wasn't there, so he's just a fan. So yeah, 2 good guys. Well, happy everyone was there. 2 guys around my level.
Right.
Yep.
Right on,
Nice.
man.
And were they all from that area, or did any of them come?
No, one was from Michigan up by Motown, where they had that a few months ago, and he won that show and qualified for nationals there. The guy that got second to me.
Nice.
Yep.
Are you doing nationals?
I'm thinking about it now because that would have qualified me for Vegas this year, and being in Vegas sounds
Vegas
sweet.
is fun.
Yeah,
Where is, or when is it?
It's September, November, sometime at the end of the year, close to our show. But
September, November. That's quite the spread, sir.
yeah, I don't know when it is. It's sometime out there.
Okay.
Strongman Corporation Nationals, correct?
They don't even have weights or anything posted yet.
Yeah,
So
I just
didn't
want to get an
remember
idea of
the
dates
month.
because I've never been to Vegas.
Ooh,
And if
Vegas
I have
trip.
if I got, give me a motherfucking reason, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, and a good reason. I don't want to go out there and get fucking stupid, but I want to go out there and watch big motherfuckers. lift
Dude,
some
we're
weights.
for sure eating at the Heart Attack Grill.
Goddamn right.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That
Don't they
place
give
is
free
awesome.
meals to fat bitches?
Yeah, if you're you can be a fat dude too.
Free-
Anyone over anyone over 350,
Hell yeah. So you-
anyone
you
over
said you could be a fat
350,
dude, too.
anyone over 350 can eat for free there,
And I think
And
Tyler
they-
just won spanked.
and they will keep filling you up.
Yeah.
If you don't finish everything on your plate,
Yeah.
they beat you with a paddle.
Really?
And there's a whole
Yes.
stick of butter in your milkshake.
No,
Yes.
there's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing.
I went there for Worlds
love
was
that.
Powerlifting Worlds was there in 2016.
Yeah.
And I went there, and it's off Fairmont Street, which is so cool. Old Vegas is way better than the Strip.
Yeah.
And we went there, we ate, and if you don't, so the cooks are dressed up in scrubs like they're doctors,
Yeah.
and the servers are all like
And they give you
waitresses
like
and like
a
nurses.
gown, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get like a little gown to put on. And I did not finish my food, and that bitch broke the paddle on my ass and then signed it and gave it
They
to
saw
me.
the size of you, and they're like,
Yeah,
give it everything.
They had the chance.
She got me.
She had the chance.
See, I'm
It hurt.
the buffets in Vegas are where I'm always happy. Like, the Strip sucks, but the all-you-can-eat buffets at the major ones, so
Wait,
good.
It says in Vegas, it's America's Strongest Master. Is that the same
They
time?
apparently haven't posted everything yet. I don't know, but that's what I've been told.
Okay. No, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. I'll do this.
I'm not worried at all.
But
Spencer,
I
what's your
want-
max bench?
Max bench 375.
That ain't bad.
I want to definitely.
I want 405 so bad, but
Get
I
you-
never get to bench because I'm a strong.
I want to
man.
get you there. That's where my head's at. We're
Give
going
him to a 4 or 5 bench.
You're going to no. You're going to nationals.
That's for Dan. Dan's
You're going to
for
nationals.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get your
I gotta-
close grip bench to 405, your overhead gets better. Close grip bench. Every strongman should be doing close grip bench.
Yeah.
100%.
Look at the best
A little
pressers.
bit of incline too.
Incline and close grip flat are the two other presses. So you can beat the fuck out of your shoulders going overhead every week, or you can go on a 3-week cycle where you're going close grip flat, incline, and then overhead, and watch everything explode and watch yourself never get fucking hurt. And then when someone's at a bar and they're like, "What do you bench?" and you say 375, which is actually a pretty good number, and they say 405, you could be like, "Actually, it's 410."
Well, actually,
Close grip.
September 12th and 13th, 2025 at Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. So
September.
on 9/11, we're going to weigh in. Let's go.
everyone at PHP, take notice. I need someone else out there with me.
I'm coming.
Someone
coming.
win a show. No, I won't. I won't. You guys better compete with me then.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I need someone to compete. I want friends compete. I want you guys out there too. But this is for everyone else. All the
I can't.
I
can't don't do think. it.
Because he's a professional. You'd have to go heavyweight.
I would, but would I have to qualify? I'd
Yeah.
have to go. Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
I
will.
might qualify with Home Gym Con.
No, that's USS.
Well, then I'm not. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm
I'm going to come
for
coach. I
everyone
want a
out there,
backpack, okay?
I just want this gym to blow up.
Yeah, me too.
I want everyone to get strong. I want to compete with everyone everywhere. I'm so excited for Home Gym Con.
So I have a mace competition that's online in July, and then it's actual competitions in October.
Uh-huh.
But that shouldn't beat me up for strongman. Should I try to qualify? Is Masters that same weekend there too, or is it a different weekend?
It's not the same weekend.
Ah, fuck.
But that's America's Strongest Master. That Strongman Corporation Nationals has pretty positive all weight classes.
Okay, well, let me
Lightweight
know.
women all the way to heavyweight.
Let me
men,
know how-
everything
We'll
in
let you
between.
know.
I'll get
Dan
out
out there.
I'll get qualified and we can party together.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. No, I'm trying to wrap my head around who else could even. And then Emma came to mind. But I just have this slight feeling that we're gonna get pregnant here soon.
Yeah.
So.
Is it because you're practicing a lot?
Oh yeah, dude. I never pull out. Ever. No pull out, gang. Sorry, honey. She's probably blushing hearing this right now. But no. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that now.
Look, if I don't qualify and get out there and compete, we will definitely go out there and watch.
Dude, if you're the only one, like it'll be fine either way.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I just want to bring everyone with me everywhere.
yeah, and I want to fucking
Well, and
Yeah.
if we win a lot of money at the casino, then we can like do some cool shit with the gym. So let's do that too.
Hey, listen,
there we go.
I know
That's
my
a
personality.
good investment.
I know my personality, and I know that I would not fare good gambling. So
Look, I know we're both winners.
Yeah, are
That's
you gonna
what I
win
know.
Or are you going to lose, Tyler?
That's loser talk, sir.
I don't know.
Can't win if you don't play.
Can we bring the jerk blocks in case I do lose,
Yes.
so I can push them over?
Oh, that's a fun thing. So
Maybe skin someone's
Go
toe.
just
Tyler-
flip a chair through the casino.
Tyler had a rough training day.
Yeah, I tried training too hard back to back. I
Yeah.
trained really hard Sunday, then I tried training really hard Tuesday. Didn't work out. And someone got
Was
a
Sunday the puke day?
Yeah.
So you went from puke day to abuse day.
Yes.
I had a day in between.
Okay, yeah. I got to
But-
recover a little bit.
Not really.
Tyler got a little riled up from missing a jerk.
3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It was upsetting. And then shoved some jerk blocks over, and I fucking skinned my client's toe, Victor. Poor Victor.
Yep.
The sweetest kid.
Poor Victor.
Yeah, I'm really glad he settled that lawsuit.
And dude, he like it happened, and I was like, I just pointed at his toes, like, I'm sorry. And I like walked around for a second, and I gave him a hug, and I looked down at it. I felt so fucking bad.
Oh, I know.
But he was just like so understanding. And then like he had his work week, and then he came into the gym the next day,
right?
And I like told him sorry again, because I even texted him that later that night. I was like, dude, I fucking feel terrible. And I told him sorry again. I was like, you should never witness me have to fucking be like that. No one should. I should be able to hold my shit in like that.
Yeah, high level competition, pressure, all that.
Yeah. But that's what he said. He's like, no, he's like, I really understand. He's like, I used to get really emotional and passionate, like when I would game. And he's like,
he was high level at that.
He was like, dude, I would like get killed and then in like Call of Duty or whatever, and then just start fucking freaking out and losing my shit on people. Like, I was like, okay,
it's the same. It is.
I was like, I appreciate your understanding, but like, I'll never let that happen again, dude. Especially you getting hurt, you know?
Yeah.
So it could have been way worse. And then I cut the bench seat too.
We fixed that.
Which was hilarious, because like I had calmed down a little bit, and then I failed squat and I was pissed off again. And then I just hear Dan in the back. He's like, Tyler's temper tantrum tore the bench. I'm just like, oh.
Everyone else in the gym is
I'm mad right now. I'm not gonna laugh. That was funny though.
Everyone else in the gym is just like too nervous to say anything.
Well, and
then
like,
I hear him, and I'm like, yep.
But like, this is like Tyler and me's relationship, right? Like, I mean, we've been talking before, and I wouldn't shut up because I was on a roll about something, and you went shh, and I'm like, fuck, he's right. Well, and then like after all that stuff happened, and I think Erin was there, and she was like, "Did he just shush you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I needed it," you know. And then like after your training was over and whatever, I was still out here doing some stuff, and I was like, "Hey, we don't really need to talk about that, right?" And you're like,
and
"Yeah." I was like,
I really respect.
I was like,
and
"Cool."
Appreciate the way you went about it, because you're like, "Hey, 3 things. First, did you see that leg extension I sent you?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And you're like, $500, and then now we have it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Second thing, you all right?" And then I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, dude. I'm just pissed off, like I fucking blah, blah, blah. He's like, third, we don't need to talk about that, right? And I was like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
So like,
I was like, he knows.
The way you did it, I was like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, because you could easily just be a hothead with me.
Yeah.
And that
be like,
not
motherfucker,
good.
stop breaking her. Yeah.
That wouldn't be fucking good.
No.
You know, because then, so, but, yeah, that won't happen again, hopefully.
It's whatever.
If it does,
well, it was an easy fix. I literally just took a piece of Gorilla Tape, put it under that, and the 2 pieces are stuck together, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like we have a giant showroom of shit, so we got to take care of what we got, you know?
Yeah.
That's my biggest preach, and then I fucking
tear
up my shit, you know?
When the gym's making, like, profits and stuff, and when we get to the new space, get some expansion going, like, I'm going to try to start breaking shit because I want new shit.
So just let us know.
So I'll be like, hey, Tyler, did you just miss a lift?
Chuck.
You know, that bench is laughing at you. I'm pretty sure you should throw that dumbbell as hard as you fucking can.
I'll be the equipment breaker.
And I'll be like, Tyler, what did you do? I guess we need a new one.
So what is you just home gym con?
Home gym con, and then I plan to do 2 more. So if I'm doing nationals, I'm doing nationals, and then whatever our end of the year show is.
The November one?
Yep.
Because that'll time out good with having like a good couple months between home gym con and nationals. And then, because what weight class are you doing at home gym con?
So basically anything USS, I'm going to do 275.
Right.
Okay, so you don't have to cut at all for this one.
No, I'm actually gaining. I'm going to try to get up 255 or so.
USS, why wouldn't you just go 242?
Because 242 disappears into 275 in every show.
If it's a small show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Well,
they're both heavyweight though, right?
Exactly. They're both going heavyweight.
Okay.
But also, what I've heard is if you qualify 275, you can still pick to go 240.
Because they're both technically heavyweight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the whole thing is every local show I've done, USS show I've done, it's always disappeared into 275.
Yep. So you might as well be big and win.
Yep.
Yeah.
So probably try to do 2 USS shows and then cut back down to 231 for if I do.
What's the second USS show?
Don't know. That will be to be determined.
Okay. Well, it could be the November one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably will never go outside of USS as far as like sanctioning a show unless we just do one like on us It has no qualification thing. It's just a show that we throw, and like people do it because we have
the Chalk and All Classic.
we have cool prizes, or it's just a badass venue or a good event, or we just have cool shit.
We just have a bunch of badasses doing it.
People come to the Leprechaun Liftoff like remembering the taco truck, so it's like now I can't fucking not bring the taco truck, you know. So, but
I'm just saying that was her last time running Indiana Strongest, so like the title, someone needs.
She said that.
Well, no, that was the whole thing. When I was doing weigh-ins, she's like, "This is my last show. I'm not running this anymore."
Was it Bangma?
Is that
Christina Bangma? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she said she was done running shows. So someone needs to take up that mantle, and I need to defend that title.
Right. But that means I got to talk to Strongman Corporation, which won't be as a big of a pain in the butt as it used to be in times past. I think it's going in the good direction right now.
Well, and I think they're feeling the heat because USS has been growing, so they're a little more snooty. Wasn't the right word, but like it used to be like, bitch, we're Strongman Corp. You work around us, and I don't feel like it's quite like that anymore.
Right, because USS does have a large population of athletes. It's just if you compare USS Nationals to Strongman Corporation Nationals, it's like a little bit.
Not quite the same level.
Yeah, a little bit more favorable for a lot more athletes. And then you'll see that at USS Nats versus Strongman Corporation Nats, just like the number of athletes that come.
Mm-hmm.
So it just makes for a long day, but it's still worth it, you know?
Of USS Nationals, Robin is going to be doing USS
she just
Nationals.
Walked a fucking heavy old yoke today.
405.
Yep.
She 400 is what she has to do. She's 58, and so Masters 50 plus, and she walked a 400 yoke for like 10 steps before, and so she's been really nervous about it. Today we're just going to run 290 for a couple sets of like 100 foot, and she was moving really fast with like 260, and I was like, I'm just going to start stacking shit on there. So then she went like 310. It moved pretty well. She went 360 and had a bit of a bobble because, you know, when you pick up the yoke and it starts swinging and you're not used to it, you try to like fix it and it just makes everything worse.
Yeah.
She did that. So then we ran it again and it was fine. And then I was like, 405, we need to PR this shit. But you can't tell her.
Yeah.
And she'll just do it. And she got done and she was like, man, 290 feels heavy today. And I was like, it's because it was 405.
Surprise.
Like that.
She was like, oh, I was going to say, if that's how 290 feels, there's no way I'm hitting this 400 at Nationals.
Yeah, that was awesome for her to hit.
Yeah.
Because she even like had a, like 2 or 3 had to re-get her momentum going because she had to like stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
So she held it for a while. Like she had it on her shoulders for a while. It's fucking crazy how strong she's made herself, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of that woman.
And just to big up the gym and the community. Like, so that happened at our Strongman Sunday, and everyone in the gym stops what they're doing. Everyone's cheering for Robin. Like, if you haven't come out to premeditated for a Strongman Sunday, these guys won't say it, but get out here and do it. Because, like, just the people are good. It makes you better. You'll do stuff that you couldn't do. Show up. I'll be here. Let's do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool, man. We'll give you the money after the podcast.
Thank you.
No, it's a good time.
But yeah, everyone stopped what they're doing, cheered Robin on. She did something she probably, if I talked to her 10 minutes ago, said she couldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
And the only reason she did was because everyone was behind her doing fucking, or helping her.
You had like
on.
15 people yelling at you to keep going. It's really hard to stop. So
Yeah, for sure.
And now in her head, Nationals isn't as scary because the one thing that was really fucking heavy and in her head, she's done.
Yep.
So
hell yeah. When does she going out there alone? Anyone going with her?
Adrian's handling her. Yep.
Wow, hell yeah.
Yeah, Adrian's
And that's
helped her
in
out at a
Tag?
couple.
6 weeks, same as home gym.
No. Where's it at?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Fuck yeah. And then we got what? Fucking 14, 15, 16 people going down to
Yep.
Louisville.
Got like 10 or 11 doing the strongman, like 3 or 4 doing the Savage Strength games, and
Oh, dude, I have some super just annoying news about that. So we compete the 27th and 28th. It's a 2-day show.
Uh-huh.
Weigh-ins are the 26th.
Uh-huh.
the 26th, 25th, and 24th. So sorry, I just had to go back that way. 24, 25, 26 is my annual training for the National Guard.
Oh my
So
God.
I'll be in Fort Wayne doing a bunch of PowerPoint slides and learning like sexual harassment and equal opportunity and all this fucking.
It's really important to learn how to sexually harass equally.
Yeah, exactly. And but I'm gonna be leaving from Fort Wayne to come down there, which is gonna be annoying because it's an extra
Another
hour and
couple
a half
hours,
fucking
yep.
north. I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, so that was the annoying news that I got told this weekend. But I have a story to tell you real quick. I already told Dan.
Tell me.
My brother's in the National Guard.
Uh-huh.
I got him enlisted back in October,
Mhm.
and he came to one drill, maybe two, and then decided he didn't want to show up anymore.
Okay.
And then he decided he didn't want to go to school, and he decided he wanted to wreck cars and get speeding tickets and all this other shit. And he finally showed up to drill Saturday. I had a phone call with him that like got in his ass, and I was like, "Yo, motherfucker, you're gonna be there.
Let's
if
go.
you're not,
Yeah.
I will find you, and it won't be fun. I promise."
Yeah. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, and so he finally shows up. First of all, when you show up to drill and you're in the military, you can't wear earrings. You're not supposed to be shit. You're not supposed to have a beard.
Yeah.
Like clean and neat appearance.
Yeah.
He shows up with both of those things.
Let's go.
And I couldn't see him, but he comes to the door, and then one of the Sergeant First Class McDaniel, she's our readiness NCO. She's like, well, "What do you need, fuckface?" And I'm like looking at her like, "Who's at the door?" And she's like, "How about you take your fucking earrings out?" And I was like, "Who is it?" And she's like, "Your brother." And I was like, "My fucking brother?" I was like, "You have fucking," I'm like, "You have fucking earrings in?" And then he fucking comes in, and then the dude he was with, because he's supposed to have a battle buddy.
Yeah.
You're like, "Camacho, fuck off." Like, close the door behind you. And I just start like getting in his ass, dude. I'm like, "Yo, why you doing this? Why you acting like this? Blah, 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 blah." And it leads to him saying he wanted to speak to Sergeant McDaniel privately. And I was like, "No, motherfucker, whatever you got to say to her, you can say in front of all of us." And there's like 11 of us in there. And my commander, Captain Arnett, all of our recruiters. And I was like, "Does Dad know you were going to come here and fucking," because my dad brought him to drill that day to make sure his ass showed up and he didn't wreck a car.
Right.
And he comes in, and I was like, "Does Dad know you were going to come in here and quit?" He said no. And I got up out of my seat, walked around this C desk, put my hands on his shoulders, and I was like, "Why?" He didn't answer me. I started pushing him. I was like, "Why?" He gets to the wall. I'm pinning his ass against the wall. I was like, "Why?" And he like wouldn't answer me. I grabbed my hands. I put them around his face. I'm like squeezing his face. I'm like, "Why?" And then I took my right hand and smacked him clean across the face, hard as fuck. Dude, knuckles to fingertips, right across his face. Yeah, dude. And he fucking boom, and like looks at me. I take like a few steps back, turn my back on him, and I was like, "You're pathetic. I have no respect for you. I have no trust in you." I was like, "My fucking kids have a piece of shit uncle.
Yeah.
How can you even expect me to want to let you hang out with your nieces and nephews, bro? Like, fuck you."
Wake up.
And then he just stood there and took it all. Sergeant Whistler fucking throws a razor at him. He's like, "Go shave your fucking face." And then come to find out 20 minutes later, he said he didn't want to. He's like, "Okay, you can go shave your face right now, or I'll go get your brother, and he'll hold your ass down while I shave your face for you."
Yeah.
You fucking pig, buddy. So he goes and shaves his face. But then 2.5 to 3 hour work day goes by, and we're getting ready to leave, and they're in formation, and they're getting ready to fall out. He ships to basic training now in 9 days.
Yeah.
Okay. He comes up to me. He's like, gets close, looks at me. He's like, "Thank you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking do it again."
Yeah.
And he was just like, I was just like, I know.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "No, seriously, like, I think you smacked me back to reality." Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm ready to go to basic. I'm like, "You got 10 days. And I'm like, I had my hands up. I'm like, "You got 10 days to fuck this up."
Yeah.
I was like, "You have 10 days. You can fuck this all up." I was like, "And I'll smack the fuck out of you again." I was like,
"I'm ready whenever you are."
I was like, "But in these next 10 days, I was like, no phone, no game,
Yeah.
no going anywhere.
Yeah.
Clean your fucking room. Tell your mom and dad you love them. Square everything away. Like,
Get
don't be a
stuff
piece of
right.
shit."
Yeah.
And I was like, "And then in 10 weeks, when you graduate basic, I'm going to come give you the biggest hug, and I'm going to tap you on your face and say, 'Haha, bitch, it worked.'" Like, fuck you. And so, like, but yeah, dude. Got my 17-year-old brother, boom,
Bam.
and I've never in my life, never
Yeah.
You big brother the shit out of him.
I've never got into a fight with anybody that I started. I've never I've just defended myself. I've hit people like I've had to defend myself.
Right.
So that was like crazy for me looking back on it.
Adrenaline just
Yeah, and then like it all
going.
calmed down. I told everyone in the room sorry. They're like, "No," they're like, "All we saw was a stern talking to."
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, if sworn statements come, like, It was just a stern talking to between brothers.
Exactly.
And then all of the other guys are like, if that was my brother, I'd have whooped the fuck out of him. I'd have beat his fucking ass. I'm just like, yeah, but you got to understand, my brother's small and I'm fucking big and strong. Like,
exactly.
That smack probably hurt him.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And he's very fair skinned, so, and he had fucking just, dude.
He had a fucking handprint on his face.
His whole, I was like, yeah, I got your ass, motherfucker. I called my dad right after and told him what happened.
He's ginger, right?
Yeah.
Well, he black
Ginger
too.
as fuck. Yep. True. See, that's why it's in my fucking, I told you.
Yeah.
But no, I called my dad and told him I was like, I'm sure you've wanted to smack the fuck out of him. I was like, but I got you.
Got to take care of
I was like, don't worry about it.
No, that was actually to transition into strongman. Like, that's what I was talking to Robin about. You can hear the right thing 10 times, but until the right person tells it to you, you're never going to hear it. And at the show, thank you again, B. When we deadlifted, I was chasing that guy, and I was just cooked more than I've ever been. Like, hamstrings cooked. I was blurry headed. I was on the ground. I was about to just be like, I can't press right now. I'm dead.
Yeah.
But B was right there. Not in a I'm gonna smack you in the face way, but in a get it together. You could do this. Go outside. Get
Everyone's
carbs,
fucking tired.
Get your hydration.
And that was after
it
deadlift?
got me back in the show. Yeah, after the first event, I was
Dude, because you were, how many reps on that deadlift?
17.
Yeah,
And what was the weight?
17. That's reppy as
445.
fuck.
Light, but yeah, it was a lot of reps. Chasing 22 though was a problem.
Yeah.
It was not happening.
Yeah. With any, I mean,
60
and
seconds
with
you had to strap
what was the
in and
lowest,
go.
what was the loser's reps?
The guy closest to me, I think, was 14, and then the last guy, I don't remember, like 9, something around there.
Yeah. So it could have stood to be a heavier deadlift.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt, 100%.
Yeah.
But it was
I feel like that show was relatively light.
a light
Light
movie
in general.
show. You've got to be
Yeah.
able to go.
But it was
Yep.
it was fast and reppy. But I mean,
Exactly.
even if it's light, if everyone had to rep
Exactly.
their shit, everyone had to rep their
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Welcome
The
to
strongest
Strongman.
person still is going to win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
fuck. I mean, it's not, there's motherfuckers, so many motherfuckers out there couldn't even do that once,
Right.
Oh, hugely.
I love that he's like, yeah, I was 445, so like really light. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was just great for me because my deadlift is in the garbage, and anything that feels light to me, I'm happy about. But I am a reppy deadlift guy. Like, my singles suck because I shoot my hips up and I RDL it. But once I go for reps, the hips find the spot.
Yeah. If you could find a way to start your deadlift from the up position.
Yeah.
Like, just have it at lockout and then it unracks and then you can just go down into the perfect position.
That'd be
Would be good.
amazing.
But yeah, starting in the right position, that's the fucking hard part about being a good.
The hard part of having a monkey brain is
Yeah.
I can't fix it either.
I do the same shit, dude. I try to hone in my technique and then I'll watch a video of me going ham and I'm like, God damn, you're just horse
Let's
cocking.
go, baby.
You're
Move,
just
guys.
horse cocking.
Yes, sir.
Like, you don't have fucking.
Look, man, there's something to be said for horse cocking and
Yeah.
strongman because that's what it
It
takes.
feels right, too.
60 seconds at 90% of your max is horse cock territory. It's
Yeah.
not perfect technique execution. It's who's ready to fucking go till you die.
I love that horse cock territory.
Yep.
That's good shit.
Let's go.
Hell
Shirt, t-shirt, premeditated health and performance.
yeah. Horse cock territory.
Right on the back.
Horsecock County.
Horse cock county.
Horse cock count.
Here we go. Well, shit. What are you going to do for the next week? Do you have any kind of post-comp soreness or anything? You just going to get right back into
Lower
it?
back's tight. I'm going to be smart because last time I went hard the next week because I was trying to keep up with Tyler, and that's never a good decision. And my back was pretty tight all comp. So try to just keep it pumpy, move around.
Start
I would
feeling
just-
good Wednesday or
just
Thursday.
literally, I would just quite literally play this week. You
Yeah.
know? Just come in
Because-
and play and do
Because the
some
nice
shit.
thing about home gym con is there's not a lot of technique stuff. Viking is locked in. Conan Wheel's locked in. Like, it's just move some fucking weight.
Yep.
There's not a lot of, oh, my clean's weird. No, you're just going to shove some stuff around.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the events for that one again?
We've got
Conan's wheel, Hercules hold.
deadlift ladder ending in an axle.
Viking.
Viking.
Sandbag steeplechase.
Sandbag.
Step back steeplechase. That was the one I was
So
Which
it
is
was
just-
2 days.
Which is
First
just
2
what,
day
3
comp.
bags over a bar?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And
I
That's
don't know.
what it's looking like.
I don't know why he.
In the rules,
They
it
don't
says
look
over
heavy either.
platform. So I don't know if it's
Oh,
going to be
bar
a
slash-
progressive thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When I think of steeplechase, I think of like loading it over, going and getting it again,
Yeah,
and loading it
moving
somewhere
it.
else, which would be cool if like we loaded all of them over a bar. So like
Then
you
pick
grab
it up
bag
and run
one,
to the next one.
load it over the bar, run around the bar, pick it up, go load it to a platform.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
but I don't know how he's going to set it up.
Exactly. Well, and that's
It was ran well
strongman.
last
We're
year.
gonna
I'll say
do-
that.
Yeah, he knows
So-
what he's doing.
You know what we need?
We need.
You know what we need?
Yeah, he knows
So-
what he's doing.
You know what we need?
What do we need?
We need. I was thinking about this. So Savage Strength Games is there as well.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I like the maces. I like the kettlebells. I don't necessarily like sandbags are cool, right? But like the whole thing is like ancient primal kind of shit, and it's like
Natural stones.
maces, right? Yes,
Natural stones.
yes,
Natural stones.
That is 100% what I'm saying.
I want natural stones somewhere.
We need to get with Jim Beebe and steal his Hoosier stones,
Yeah.
and then we use them in the
Also,
strongman show. I can make
are you
natural
opposed-
stone be part of the event.
Are you opposed to like? I mean, all natural stones are just fucking
Rocks.
rocks, right?
No
Yeah.
way.
Okay, I'm just making sure, like, because I could probably come across some. I mean, the counties that I live in, it's just all of them are sorry, everyone are farmers, and they have like those piles of fucking
Giant
just
field stones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I drove by one the other day. I looked at it and I was like, Grayson, I wonder if I could pick that up. He's like, oh, but
Did you?
it was huge, but
Oh, so no.
but no, there's definitely like piles of
I just
anywhere from 60 to fucking maybe 200-pound stones.
I feel like strongman is like people know it from Atlas stones, and Atlas stones are such an iconic thing in strongman.
Right.
But like, should it be, or should a natural stone be the iconic thing in
We are
strongman?
seeing a lot more natural stones in contests. Like World's Strongest Man just had a whole bunch. They had a Husafeld replica.
Polished concrete steel doesn't feel nearly as badass as like a log press to me.
Yeah.
A natural stone, yeah,
Yeah.
that's badass.
Yeah. It just, the only problem you're going to have from anybody in those engineer brain people is like, no stone is the same, which plays to strongman's favor.
Train a fucking
And that-
sandbag,
And that,
and then figure your shit out.
I'm on the side of that. Fuck yeah. And also,
He's just trying
Stones-
to find a reason because he's so good at Atlas stones why he doesn't.
well, I'm
like
probably going to be fucking hella good at natural stones too.
Oh yeah. yeah,
Yeah.
probably better.
But no, I like that because making Atlas stones is a motherfucker.
It is.
It takes so much time. If I can just
They
go-
also break relatively easy compared to a natural stone.
because if we can just go out,
this. You can't break it.
grab
Atlas
some, throw them in someone's truck bed.
You know what, Michael?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's
he's
got.
got so much shit. Anything big and heavy we need.
He takes pictures of random old like farm equipment, and he's like, "That's like a 500-pound axle. You guys do anything with that?" I'm like, maybe. Let's try it. We need to field trip over there and just walk around and see what we
Yeah.
see.
Because he's got, dude, tons of shit. He's got those, like on power lines, those coil things.
Oh,
Yeah.
He has a couple of those, and I was like, dude, that'd be a fun thing to like drag because it's kind of heavy and
Drag
weird.
is
Yeah.
good. Carry, it's gonna pinch the
Oh, no,
fuck
don't
out of
carry
you.
that.
But they are ceramic though, so they will chip and break and stuff.
Maybe.
So we'll find out.
Yeah, something. But no, he has a ton of shit. It's really cool. He brought in a couple of those like heavy weights. What's that fucking orange plate thing?
Yeah,
That
it's
he brought
from
in.
like a mower or something. It's like a counterweight.
Yeah, that shit's like 70, 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Would fit perfectly in a Husafel. I was like, damn,
Yep.
bang. And then he brought us a giant bucket of the lead shot
Wheel
too.
weights and
wheel
lead
weights.
shot. Yeah, wheel weights.
So we'll be able to kind of nickel and dime some sandbags if we need to and want
Well,
to.
and kegs, we can get
Kegs.
them heavier than like 300 because we'll have metal in there instead of just
Yeah,
sand.
fuck yeah. Heavy kegs are the shit.
Oh yeah.
We should.
Heavy kegs, natural stone. Fuck them Atlas stones. Just because I hate tacky.
True.
You can tacky
Tacky's a
towel a
motherfucker.
natural stone.
Yeah.
Tacky is a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's annoying. It's everywhere. And gets everywhere.
Sweet. Well, let's bring this one in for a landing. Spencer,
Yes.
thanks for coming on board and
No,
playing.
thank you guys.
We're gonna add the pizza question to our guest questions list
Yeah.
because I feel like that's a good one. We got the
Classic.
bank
Really
robbery.
gives
We got the pizza.
you a chance to kind of figure out who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you guys know too
And
much
it's
about
really
me. Now.
it's less about the top. How quick do they answer? How much do they know what they love? Are you excited about it? Or are you just, I guess, extra cheese?
I don't know, man. I eat
Shut
clean.
up. Extra cheese, go home.
What if it's feta?
I mean,
None
cool.
of us even
If you're
said- are we
excited
just
and it's
assuming
feta,
cheese is
but
on
if
this
you're like,
pizza?
I guess, that's
Did-
what I hate.
Tyler, did you just ask that question again?
Were we just assuming that there's cheese already on this pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, The pizza I said now is just a piece of bread with meat on
Yeah,
it.
you didn't get.
You didn't say you wanted
didn't get sauce.
tomato sauce. It's just bread with
Just want
with
the
meat.
meats, dude. Okay.
it's
The
called,
pizza is
it's a
included.
sandwich.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sweet. Where can they find you, Spencer?
Instagram, strongest goblin. Come watch me do stupid stuff at the gym.
Yeah. Tyler at Premeditated Movement. Me at Strongman_Dan.
the gym at premeditated _HP.
HP.
Fucking, I looked it up right after the last episode just to make sure.
PremeditatedHP.com and AttitudeIron.com and Savage Strength Games at Home Gym Con. I'll put a link to that one too. The prizes are going to be crazy at all the competitions there. So actually don't sign up for Savage so we have a better chance of winning the good shit.
Sometime late this summer, we'll get registration going for Chalk and All.
Mm-hmm.
To be determined name, Chalk and All something.
Chalk and All something.
Yeah.
Has a ring to it.
I want to, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, but
Sweet.
yeah, we'll talk to you next week.